Think about this. He was rich, yet for your sakes, he became poor. If you think about Jesus Christ, the Bible tells us that God, he owns it all. Jesus Christ is the creator, right? We know he is the creator. He is the one that spoke all things into existence. He created everything. Jesus Christ is the creator. Everything belongs to him. Yet he says he was willing to become poor. Now, watch this. Jesus Christ owns everything. Yet when he came to this earth, he literally had nothing. I mean, even where he was born was not a fancy hospital. He was born in a manger, right? He was born in a place where they kept animals. When Jesus began his earthly ministry, you understand, Jesus, he didn't have anything. If you think about it, right? Jesus, in order to feed 5,000 people plus, Jesus had to borrow a little boy's lunch. It wasn't his lunch. He borrowed it from a little boy, used it to feed 5,000 people plus. And then, of course, I believe that the little boy probably got a little bit of interest on that 5 loaves and 2 fish, right? Jesus, everything that Jesus used here on the earth, you ever thought about it? It was borrowed. The cross that he bore was not even a cross that was made for him. It was made for someone else. The tomb that he was buried in was borrowed from someone else. He became poor. Now, don't get this idea of, well, if I don't sell everything and if I don't become poor and if I don't have anything and just walk the streets, then I'm not following what Jesus said. No, that's not what we're talking about. He's showing us what Jesus Christ was willing to give to show his love for us. He became poor, and this is what he says. Watch here. He says that though he was rich, yet for your sakes, he became poor. He was willing to become poor for us because of his love for us. Okay? And Paul is trying to remind the Corinthians, look, you guys have much. You guys have so much, and yet you're not willing to show your love to others by giving to help people in need. And he says these other churches in Macedonia, he says they're proving their love. They're proving their love for God. And he says they first gave themselves to the Lord. That they said, God, we're going to love you and we're going to trust you and we're going to give. And even though Paul tried to say, hey, no, you can't give. You guys need this. They said, no, you're not going to stop us from giving. That grace of God had been bestowed upon the churches of Macedonia in this area of giving. And he says, Corinthian church, you're missing something. You're missing something. You have much, but you're not willing to give.